Hi everyone, this is Shirley from Shirley's World, and I'm here to let you know what I sold this past week on eBay and Poshmark. I believe I sold 3 things on Poshmark, the rest were eBay. I didn't count my sales altogether. I can do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 sales on eBay, which is up quite a bit from what I have been doing. And I think I have 1, 2, 3 on Poshmark. So 26 sales altogether. And that goes through the last sale that I just made a little while ago today. Now, I may make hopefully another couple sales today. One thing that happened that I'm not pleased about is yesterday the mail truck didn't come in the back and pick up my packages. And I had a lot of packages. So that means, well, I don't know if they count the weekend, but that means because I have 1 day handling, that means I may get some dings for it not going out and being scanned into the post office on time. By the time I realized it and called the post office, nobody answered. They weren't answering the phone. So it was probably 5 o'clock, after 5 o'clock. So it said close, but sometimes they answer. Anyway, but I'm sure all the carriers were all gone. Then I went out to the mailbox on the road and I had mail in there. So the mail truck was delivering on the street. They just didn't come in the back and pick up my packages. So I went online to make sure that I had unscheduled, and because it was past the time and the mail was done doing, so it didn't tell me either way. It just says today there's no pickup. Of course, it's Sunday. The next pickup is tomorrow. So I even went on and asked if it was a holiday, some sort of a postal holiday, but there is no postal holidays in June at all. So wasn't that. They just forgot to come back and pick up my packages. But I will talk to my carrier on Monday for sure, and I will call because that's not all right. I have it scheduled all the way through July, I think. I go on every few months and schedule like a lot of months worth, so I don't forget about it. So, I don't have any, let me see, I don't have there are my comments. Okay, Bumblebee. And Cafe Lily's here and Bumblebee's here. Bumblebee, as I was going through my sales, I should have actually named it this Bumblebee's sales, because you probably have given me over half of the items that's going to be on that I've sold this past week. You usually put a note on your mailbox, even with a scheduled pickup, because you've had a few missed. I know. Maybe I should do that. I should have a permanent note in there that I have pickup in the back. They shouldn't ever open my mailbox if they're, and they'll only open it if there's a mistake and they are delivering at the road instead of coming in the back. Yes, happy Sunday to everybody. I picked up groceries at curbside yesterday and went and had my car washed. So I finally have a clean car, at least for a few days anyway. it was so filthy because it's in the garage, and that's where my coop is, in the corner of the garage. Chickens make a huge amount of dust. It's not that they're running around in the garage, but just the coop is vented, of course, and just the dust that circulates in the air just lands on the car, and it was a real mess. So anyway, my car is nice and clean, and I have to tell you about what my chicken did to my hand. I have a boo-boo. This happened on Friday morning, early Friday morning, when I went out to get the chickens, let the chickens out of their coop. And I always take, I didn't think Sasha was still broody, but evidently she is. And she was still on the nest. She didn't get off her nest when I let them out. So I wanted to pick her up. Usually I have no problem. I pick her up and hold her tight with her wings to her body. And once I get her tucked under my arm, she's calm. But this time she got one of her wings out and was flapping around. I was trying to grab her, and she didn't peck me. That wouldn't have injured me bad. But one of her feet, her feet were going like this, and one of her claws got me. And it tore an inch-long gash here. It's just about as long as this little piece of bandage. And, when you're old, the skin on the back of your hands gets thin. So it's bleeding like crazy. And I forget what I grabbed to put over it because I had to finish what I was doing. And it's gaping open. It's a flap of tissue open with this inch cut. But I did look at it good enough to see that she didn't go deep. I mean, it was just the skin that she tore open. So I was so mad because it's my right hand. It's a real pain. So I finished doing what I was doing, went in the house and hunted for my first aid equipment, which of course is never where it should be. It's all tucked away in different spots, and my hand is bleeding. I did find a gauze that I could hold on my hand while I found the rest of the things till I got a good look at my hand. And I'm thinking, I am not going to the emergency room. Number one, being an ER nurse, I know that with this thin type of skin in older people, stitches do not hold. Now, this could have, if I was young, this actually could have been stitched because it was an inch long, However, I don't know what they do now. I think I quit right before they started using glue. They probably glue things now. However, on really thin skin, the edges of the cut, I don't know if they're even thick enough to glue. So I don't know what they do. We used to use butterflies. Did I have any butterflies? No. So I'm thinking, who can help me with this? I'm not going to the emergency room. So, liquid stitch bandage thing. I had that skin bandage, I forget what they call it, skin something. I tried that once on a cut. It burnt like hell. It burned so bad that I think I threw it away. But I did rinse this off in water. That hurt bad enough. And then I poured betadine over it. You probably could have heard me in Brunswick. That burnt so bad. That's like pouring iodine on it. I think it is. Betadine is iodine, actually. Hi, Sue. Yeah. New skin. Right. Yeah, I don't have any of that. This was gaping. This needed a butterfly. So I thought, who could I call? I knew if I went out to the barn, Sarah could fix it. She fixes everything. You know, when you have horses, and she had, before she cut down to, we have 8, 9 horses in the barn now. Before, she had 2 barns, and there was almost 20 horses at one time. When you take care of that many horses, horses are very prone to injure themselves. I've heard many people with horses say, you know, a horse is born and then they spend the rest of their life trying to kill themselves. So I don't know. Not all of them are accident prone, but a lot of them are. So she has a lot of, you know, I've seen her stitch up things. I've seen her do lots of things on injured animals. So I didn't want to go all the way out to the barn. So I thought the other person would be Jolene, the one that walks my dog, and she takes care. She has a animal business. She takes care of people's pets. She has lots of dogs and herself. So I thought I'm going to call her. So I called her. She says, I'll be right there. She only lives like 7 or 8 minutes from here. That was another thing. So I described what we were dealing with, and she came armed with her butterflies and whatever. She had some other things too with her. But so I took the bandage off and showed her. She says, oh yeah, that'll take 2 butterflies. So I needed another hand. Even if I had the butterflies, I needed another hand because I am no good with my left hand at all. So, oh dear, I hope this doesn't bother you. Cafe Lily. Yeah. So anyway, we took the they are waterproof butterflies, which is also good. So I had cleaned it all really good, and I sort of held it together while she pulled it together with the butterflies, and we put it on. Then I put one of these waterproof bandages. They're by Next Care. They are the best. Next Care waterproof bandages. They just come in a box like Band-Aids do. So I put that over the top where the cut is, and I left it till last night because I wanted to see, because it still was bleeding a tiny bit under the bandage, and I didn't want to keep a wet bandage on. That's a no-no. It's hard now because I'm washing my hands a lot, but you can wash your hands pretty good without getting the back of your hand wet. So last night I took the old bandages off. It looked pretty good. Put some Neosporin on, which I had forgotten to do before. And she left me all the butterflies. I re-butterflied it because it was pretty much kept closed. Put a new bandage on it, and here we are. So this morning I get up. I have to take a shower. So you're being silly. You feel bad that you got hurt. Yeah, moody Sasha. Yeah. So I thought, how am I going to take a shower without getting this wet? I thought a plastic bag, that wouldn't have worked. So I thought my gloves, my regular examining gloves. I have those blue gloves with no powder inside. So I put a glove on and taped it around my wrist tight with some waterproof adhesive tape, and took my shower. Didn't get wet at all. So I'll keep it on for a couple days and look at it again and rebandage it. It's going to take a little while to heal, although there's plenty of circulation in my hands. So yeah. You've heard that, wait a minute. I have heard that you can use a fresh stick of deodorant to stop bleeding. I think it has aluminum in it, just a plain clean stick. That could be. However, I don't use the old kind of deodorant anymore. I use Nature. Is that what it's called? Nature. It has no aluminum in it. I don't think I have in the old kind anymore. I've been using this Nature's Native. It's called Native. I've been using that for a few years now. Yeah. I think you can also put cream of tartar or something on it. I wasn't going to put gunky stuff on it. You would let the wound get air at night. I will as soon as it heals enough to stay closed, but it's not at that stage yet, you know. Yeah. When Jolene came over, she had pads that stopped bleeding. I don't know what they were, but it wasn't bleeding at the point when we bandaged. It wasn't bleeding. It had stopped bleeding altogether. So a septic pencil, yeah, that would burn, right? I have a nitroglycerin stick too, but I'm saving that in case I nip Dexter when I cut his nails, because that's what happened one time with, it wasn't Dexter, it was Rocky. I nipped him a little bit too much and he started bleeding. I could not get that stopped. I tried everything, every home remedy, and he kept running away from me and getting blood all over the house. I finally took him up to the vet, who's only 4 minutes up the road. And she stopped it immediately with a nitro stick. And she gave me a couple to keep in case I did it again. But I'm not even sure where they are, to tell you the truth. I should really clean out my cupboard in there. I'll have to order another health and beauty box. Yeah. I have, well, once I got the clothes, I sort of stopped I only had a few lipsticks that I wanted to list. The rest of the things were things that I was going to wait to list. Oh, wholesale first aid kits. I do. When I went out to the barn to meet Jolene, because I set up a whole first aid table on my garden. I have a planting table out there on the other side of the garage, whatever you call them, garden cart, whatever you call them. Anyway, I had all my equipment that I had finally found out there. So she didn't have to come in my house. You know, she came with her mask on. I had my mask on. And I also, in the garage, I do have a first aid kit for my chickens. I do have that. So there were some things in there that I could use, but no butterflies, of course. And the Vetricin that you can use on every animal and the chickens and everything else, it sort of heals everything. It says not for human use. Now, I don't know why that would, I didn't even read what was in it, but yeah. Oh, to get the deodorant, the wholesale box, yeah. Sasha needs a pedicure. It's usually just the roosters you have to worry about. Yeah, they don't fight with their feet. She was just trying to get away from me. You know, that was the problem. Just an accident. So, anyway, It's healing. It's fine. It's not red. It's not getting infected. You have to watch that with your hands for sure. But it's good. Thank goodness she didn't go deeper and even go through the membrane that's guarding your tendons and things. She didn't. It was just the skin. So that was good. So yes, this is really Bumblebee sale today. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things. Some things I'm not quite sure of that I sold, that because I also got some, that other box too that I may be getting mixed up with. But no, I think it's mostly Bumblebees. I haven't been thrifting in quite a long time. So let me share my screen and show you what I sold this past week. Okay, the first item is this Nike Dri-Fit women's tank top. I noticed in these, I sold quite a few pieces of activewear things, so people are finally realizing maybe summer's really coming and they're getting out more. So yeah, this Nike Dri-Fit women's tank top. This was in a size large, and that sold for $11, which was a best offer that I took. I did take some lower best offers this week just to, get things started and get things going. So they paid shipping of $4, so they had to pay $15 to get it to them. So, and it went to Mesquite, Michigan. That sold last Sunday after I talked on here, probably last Sunday evening. So, okay, the next thing is this buckle black men's medium athletic fit Western shirt. And this was a really nice looking shirt, but it was so small. It was a size, what was it? It was a size medium, but it was the athletic fit. It looked so small to me, but somebody bought it and got a good feedback. It went to DeKalb, Illinois. Is that how you pronounce it? DeKalb, Illinois. And it also sold last Sunday evening, and it sold for $21.59, which was the sale price. But it was fast and free shipping on that piece. So I had to pay $4 in shipping off of that. Not quite sure why I had free shipping on that, but I did. The next thing is this pair of Nike Dri-Fit women's medium running shorts. Now, these almost matched the running top that I sold, but I looked, it wasn't to the same people at all, the same person. So this, where is this? Here. This sold for a best offer of $14, and they paid shipping of $4.50, so they paid $18.50. And this went to South Plainfield, New Jersey. And that sold also last Sunday evening. So after I was on here last Sunday, I sold quite a few things. So also this next thing sold last Sunday also. This is a standard James Percy, is that how you pronounce it? Purse. Women's sort of a jersey. This was a sort of a lightweight V-neck jersey, and that sold for the $19.99 that it was marked down to after a 20% off sale. The 20% off sale ended on Sunday night late, so this was the last 20% off sale. And I'm going to lower my sales. I think I lowered my sale this week to only 11% or 12% or something like that. But yes, this sold to Lakewood, Colorado, and for $19.99. Now this is a Canali. I had found 3 of these Canali men's shirts. This is the style 1934 medium casual dress shirt. If you looked at this close, it had actually a pattern to it, little dots or whatever you want to call those. But that's a very, very expensive brand of men's shirts. I mean, they're well over $100 new, maybe even more than that. I don't know. I found 3 of them one time in one of the Goodwills, and I bought all 3, of course. And this is the first one I've sold, I think. I put it on sale for $65.99 because there was no sale on it this time. This was Monday. I didn't start my sale, I think, till either Monday evening or Tuesday. So this was up for $65.99, but I did send out an offer, and there was only one watcher, an offer to watchers, and it went to this one person for $46.77, and that's what it sold for, to that person. So it went to North Palm Beach, Florida. Palm Beach is kind of a ritzy place, I think. So they paid shipping on that, and that was a nice sale on that shirt because I probably only paid $3-4 for that shirt. The next thing is this Sport Haley women's golf skirt. This had shorts underneath, and it was a size 6 in this geometric pattern, and this may be one of Bumblebee's, I'm not sure. It's sold on Poshmark for $17, and I made $13.60 on that sale. So I can't see the chat when I'm doing this. This is Ralph Lauren women's linen medium pastel plaid long sleeve shirt. I thought this was really pretty. I'm not sure why I took $20 best offer on this because it's linen, even though it's long sleeve, it's a good brand, but I did take a best offer of $20 on that. Went to Linwood, Kansas, and that sold on Tuesday of this week. They paid shipping on it. And the next item, it's taking so long to come up. This is by Tech Gear, another athletic top. This is a purple tank top, and this was not on sale, but I did take a best offer of $15 on this, and it went to Maxwell, Iowa. They paid shipping on that, and I've had this for a while. Next thing is this Catalina one-piece swimsuit. This might be from Bumblebee. That sold also on Tuesday, and that sold for a best offer of $15, and that went to Ferndale, Michigan, and they paid shipping on that. Here's a pair of Juniors women's Guess jeans. Now these took forever to sell because you can tell I've had these a while from the fur rug that they're laying on. And they were size 26, but junior sizes for some reason do not sell on eBay very well. Even though junior is supposed to be just a size, not an age. But 26 waist, but they said juniors on them. So they went to Newark, California, And they went for a best offer of $15.50. And I did take that because I've had them for quite a while. Here's a pair of J. Crew Factory women's linen blend pants with an elastic waist. These may be a Bumblebee pair. I'm not sure. I did take an offer of $19.77. They had been on my 12% off weekly sale here for $20.23. So I did take $19.77, which is just fine on that. Oh, that was an offer to watchers. Did I say that? Yeah, offer to watchers. Went to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And the next thing is a pair of Tommy Bahama relaxed men's walking shorts, size 32. These were linen. And they sold on sale for $29.03, which was good. And they went to San Rafael, California. And those sold on Wednesday. And these have an actual little pinstripe on them. They're really nice looking shorts, these linen walking shorts, like Bermudas almost. Okay, Susan Graver. I probably bought this because I was buying lots of Susan Graver for a while. This is a size 2X. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe Bumblebee gave me this because it's a 2X, a pullover sheer blouse. This is brown and white, and it sold for an offer to watchers for $18.77, and they paid shipping on that, and it went to Pflugerville, Texas. I know Bumblebee gave me this. This is a Chico's size 3 silk blend women's button front blouse in this paisley, big paisley print. And that sold best offer of $22. They paid shipping, and it went to Nashville, Tennessee. Dexter, I already fed you half of your dinner, so you're just gonna have to wait. Okay, Ecote. This is an Urban Outfitters. This was a size small. This is sort of a crepe type fabric with embroidery. This white was all embroidered on the front here. And this is a nice looking blouse. It sold though. I don't know. I had this marked down so much, to tell you the truth. I had it marked at $14.95. I had it marked for $16.99. It was on sale for $14.95. And that's what it sold for. And it went to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Sort of a boho, gypsy type boho style. Little top. Okay, a pair of Tony Hawk men's large swim pants, swim board shorts. They must have had a lining inside because I wouldn't have put swim. Yeah, see, if they have that liner on it, usually they're swimming trunks. But I did put board shorts on there also, maybe just as a keyword. And those sold as a sale price of $16.71. They paid shipping, and it went to Selbyville, Delaware. Okay, then here's my first sale from the wholesale box. And I just had a feeling that these were going to be the first thing to sell out of that box because you know, whitening strips, they're expensive to buy. I mean, some of them can be $30, $40. This was a CVS brand. And they were dissolving ones that you would put over your teeth, and they would just sort of dissolve, and you didn't have to peel them off afterwards. So it was a 14-day treatment, expired this month, so it's good that they sold. And they sold for $17.95, and they everything on my wholesale things are free shipping. So I had to pay $3.25 in shipping myself. So, but it was my first wholesale item that I sold. Okay, here is a new with tags Ellie stretch yoga pants. These were so pretty, purple and black and white. Thought these were really pretty. I've had these a while, I think, and I did take a best offer of $14. They went to Longwood, Florida, and they sold on Friday. Dexter, no. They sold on Friday for $14, I said. Come here. You have to stop barking. Stop. Okay, the next thing, we'll see how good that is. Yeah. Okay, the next thing is a Sloth Factory women's knit dress. This wasn't even on for 8 hours and it sold. This is one of the quickest sales I ever had. Dexter, it sold for $22.77. Heaven knows why I put an offer to watchers on this that quick. That wasn't, I have no idea why I would have done that. Sometimes I do dumb things. It went to Dixon, California. Somebody took me up on it immediately. And they paid shipping, priority shipping on it. And it was a heavy knit dress. I didn't really think this would sell for a while because it was a heavier type knit. But it did, and it sold fast. So here's, this I know is Bumblebees. This is a Tommy Bahama women's silk short sleeve shirt. This had sort of, the buttons were like shell. They were shiny like a shell. That's not going to give me a thingy here. Oh, there. You know, those type of buttons. And that sold for $23.75. That was the sale price. They paid shipping, and it went to Laguna Beach, California. And here is, this was a surprise. I forgot I even had this on. My cherry pitter that I found in my drawer when my daughter was cleaning out my drawer of pots and pans. So I said, I used it, I think, once. It's sort of ridiculous, but yeah, it must have been when I had a whole bunch of bag of cherries and I was going to make a cherry pie. I don't remember why I bought this, but I did. I bought it online, I think, and I sold it online, and I sold it for $11.99, free shipping, and it went to Tucson, Arizona. So that was a surprise sale. Ralph Lauren, I believe Bumblebee, this is one of yours. This was a lavender and white striped Ralph Lauren V-neck short sleeve knit top. And that sold for $22. This was a Poshmark sale on Poshmark. And out of $22, I made $17.60. So another, now this sold today, I think, yes, this sold today. These Born women's thong leather sandals. And they went to Camden, Tennessee. They sold for $28. And I had just had an offer, a low offer on those. And this has happened to me a couple times. I had a low offer on those, and within a few hours, they sold at the regular price. So maybe somebody saw that I had an offer, and they waited till the offer was done, and then came back and bought them for the full price, $28. So I earned $22.40 off of that sale. Okay, a pair of Columbia women's white Bermuda shorts. These are walking shorts, size 12. I'm not sure if these are yours or not, Bumblebee. I can't keep track anymore. I did sell them as a best offer for $20 plus shipping, and they went to Okeechobee, Florida. Now, here was another sale made today. This was, I found in the drawer of stuff when I was cleaning out my desk drawers. Remember, I had a couple of these. I kept one, an Energizer battery charger. It just plugs into the wall, and it charges AAA and AA batteries, the rechargeable batteries. So I just thought I'd list it. I listed for $8.99. There was no best offer on that. And they went free shipping. I had to pay $3.21 off of that. But I made something on something that was been in my drawer for lots of, probably a couple of years. So that was good. Now the last thing here I sold a little while ago is a pair of Born women's slip-on sandals. These were thongs, actually. See, these were in really good condition, and they were a wedge. You can see here they were had a heel on them. They were wedgies, and those sold for $20.23. Now, this was another strange thing. I had sent an offer out for $18.77 on these. Or no, somebody offered me a low ball offer on these. Okay. So I came back with the price of $18, and she refused the offer. Within minutes, the same person bought these at full price of $20.23. Well, on sale. I don't quite understand that, but it was the same person. Now, they're going, I don't know where they're going. They're going by global shipping program. So I sent them, or I will send them to Kentucky. And then it never tells you until later when it's being tracked where it's actually going to. So I'm not sure where these shoes are going, but they bought them, changed their mind really quick and bought them for $20.23. So that is what I sold this past week. So every week has gotten a little bit better. So I'm hoping it continues to do so. Let me see if I can stop sharing here. Here I am. So those are pretty good sales. Except for a couple low offer to watchers that I made, or I accepted a couple lower offers, but still got rid of some of my inventory because I am putting new things up. And Susan Graver is a QVC brand. Yes, I know. Yes. I used to buy every Susan Graver that I could find because it was selling better for a while when I first started getting it, and then it sort of stopped selling as good. Dexter wants a pizza. Yeah. Well, he's going to have soup. That's what I'm having. I have leftover soup. I'm on Yeah, I did have. Oh, I am wearing leather gloves now when I pick up Sasha. Believe me, I can't have her hitting my hand again. So I have a pair of leather gloves there when I go to pick her up, and that works fine. You need new readers, Cafe Lily. Yes, I am. I'm happy that things are starting to pick up a little bit, and I went out in the garden out front because I wanted to take a picture of my foxglove. They're all in bloom. It wasn't the picture I put on today, but maybe on Wednesday, I'll put that picture up of my foxglove. They are beautiful. They're all in bloom, and there's a lot of them. So I still have not heard from anything about the deck. I haven't heard from George, and I have not heard from the guy that's supposed to call me about helping me with the gardening. I'm not having very good luck with people. So I gave him another call, the gardener guy, today, and left another message. So I'm going to hunt for somebody else if I can't, if I don't hear from him. Cafe Lilies. As our thrift stores open back up, so did mine this week. My thrift store opened up in Medina, finally. I had my first thrift stop on Thursday. It felt so strange. I didn't stay long because it was starting to get busy. You were in and out. That's probably how I'll do it too. I think the first time I will go will be to the one by my hairdresser when I go get my hair cut. I'm going to look bald when I'm so used to this big puff of hair I have now. When I get my short haircut back, it's going to be strange. Yeah. So I will go to my thrift store. I don't know, maybe after I get a little bit braver. I'll see how I feel going in the Strongsville one. And come here, Dexter. Come here. Come here. You can't do that. See, they want to see you, but this won't tilt down far enough. You have to back up a little bit. There he is. There he is. You have to just wait a little bit longer. So I have I listed some things this morning. I have 2 more things in my basket here to list. And then I have to take some more photos upstairs. Lots of things to photograph upstairs. So the things that used to feel so normal are going to take time. Yeah, that's for sure. How long will it take to feel normal? I don't know. I sort of gotten used to picking my groceries up at curbside or having them delivered by Aldi. Although you go to Aldi because they have such good prices. And if you have things delivered, then you're sort of negating that whole thing of saving a lot of money. So, but Giant Eagle, even though they're expensive, you're not paying anything to pick them up at curbside. So, yeah. I don't know if I'll ever feel, I won't say ever. It'll be a long time before I ever go into Walmart again. I may go into Target early. I don't know. We'll see. But not yet. I'm not ready yet. Yeah. Yes, I'm hoping still having a few more sales today. It's been a pretty good day up until now. And In fact, I had so many sales, I had to put everything in my bigger bin out there to put out for the mail person. I'm going to go out and put a note in my mailbox. That's a good idea. And just have that permanently in my mailbox, unless I have to cancel one of my. Sometimes I don't have a sale, and then I will cancel my pickup in the back. And I'll put the flag up on the mailbox, and they know to stop there. But yes, I'm going to put a sign out there. I did go to the barn, saw my horses. Of course, it didn't rain, so they were outside. Judy took a picture of me with the horses. I went out into the paddock with them. And because Preacher wouldn't get his head out of the hay rack, not to even come out. I shook the bag of carrots, and I don't know, he didn't hear it. Echo came over, but I had to go out there. So Judy was with me, and she took a picture of me out there with him. I put it on Facebook, I think. Yeah. And gave her, I think, 3.5 dozen eggs. She started to make her pierogies again. And so she just called me a little while ago and asked me if I was going to be out today. I said, no, not today. So she's going to freeze my pierogies, and they'll be in the refrigerator or be out ready for me when I go out there. I probably will go on Wednesday. No, Wednesday's not good. Maybe Wednesday morning. I'll run out there. And Echo, my big black horse, he got his springtime bath. I didn't give it to him. The girl that takes care of the stalls, she's going to start grooming. There was somebody there before her, and she was the barn, what they call the barn fairy. And she would come when you're not there. She'd groom your horses, and you paid them a little fee, and help me wash my horse. And so it was just in time she decided to take over that job. So she's also going to get to ride Echo. She's a good rider. She'll get to ride Echo, and I'll pay her a little something for grooming my horses when I'm not there. And she gave Echo a bath, because they're both filthy dirty from not being bathed all winter. So Preacher is still shedding out, so you can't really, it's a real mess if you try to give them a bath and they're still shedding. The wet hair gets all over you. It's just horrible. So you have to keep brushing them and grooming them till you get all their winter hair off, then give them a bath. So Preacher's bath will be maybe in a few weeks after he gets shed out. I got a note that my church is, I think today was the first day that it was opening up. It's been online all this time. Yes, Walmart does have pickup. Well, no, the Walmart in Medina doesn't have pickup. Because I looked that up. I was going to get a few things from Walmart, and I thought for sure they'd have pickup, but I'd have to go to Wadsworth. I'm not going to Wadsworth to pick up from Walmart. So, yeah. No churches for you yet? Yeah, they're starting to talk about some of the county fairs that they're going to let start. And I forget what else is open. Maybe some of the theaters later on in the month. Sue, your church is still streaming? Yeah. Yeah, my church was streaming. But today I saw they had a note on that today was the first day they were opening. My eye is twitching, you know, when you get that little nerve thing. My eye is twitching. I can't see. All fairs canceled here. And the July 4th celebrations. Yeah. Yeah, I think they canceled the July 4th celebrations. I'm very surprised at the fairs they're thinking about. They haven't opened them yet, but they're thinking about letting them open. No parades, no fairs, no carnivals. Most summer things are canceled. So much of this is turning out to be political. I know. I'm sick of hearing about it, to tell you the truth. I don't listen to the news much. After that one day of watching CNN all day and getting so depressed, I haven't watched the news since, except for my morning news to hear the weather and that. You don't even know if the farmer's market? Oh, I haven't even thought about that, if that was going to be shut. All fairs here have been canceled. All our fireworks, and we love Erie Days. We love Erie Days are canceled, yeah. The farmer's market, that's in the square of Medina in the summer. It would, of course, started way back in March or April. Of course, it wasn't going on. I don't know if they'll let things start up for the fall or not. I still keep trying to process that we are in June. 6 months have gone by. Feels like March. Yeah. Yeah, we missed all that. We've missed spring altogether. Even though the weather was really crappy here. It's just starting to get, the weather's starting to get nice, starting to get warm. Yeah. Well, the unemployment, that's a plus for Trump. The unemployment numbers have gone down. They kept going up, 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 and now they started to go down because people are getting their jobs back. Of course, they're going back to work. So I guess they're not applying anymore, people. My daughter went back to her old job. Her first night was last night, and all I got was a big smiley face. This morning, she was on her way to the barn. I guess they had a really good night. Of course. Those people, this was not her new job she got. She's not going to, once she was called back to her old job where she makes good money, she told them that she's not going to do the new job. So, so I guess it was a really good night. They had a band. First night open, they had a band. And I'm sure it's like a neighborhood small bar, but they're known for having good bands in there. And I'm sure those people were just waiting for this little bar to open. Now they can only take, she said there was a limit of 60 people could get in there at a time. So still pretty big, you know. So evidently they did really good. The stock market is nice. Yeah. I made money through this whole thing, through my wonderful banker guy who's keeping me going. Yeah. I haven't even had a downturn. I thought when it started, when we had all those horrible stock market days, I thought, oh dear, my next report is going to be bad, but it wasn't. But I don't have anything that's, all mine are pretty safe. I'm not saying anything political. No. So I will be back here on Wednesday and try to get something up going for Wednesday. I don't know what yet. I never know about Wednesdays. It's just tea time and chat. But sometimes I try to put something together. Real estate market is still a little crazy. You're trying to find a little house. Just a little one, okay? A little cabin in the woods to retire. Oh, how nice. That sounds nice. You know what I've been watching all day? I've had it on. Is Waltons, the Waltons. It's one of the things I have recorded all the time. It's on my DVR. Is that what you call it? So I have lots of episodes. That, Little House on the Prairie, and Andy Griffith, and all those old programs. But Walton's Mountain, or the Waltons, I guess it's called. You know, the more I watched it was all taking place during the Depression, and they had nothing, you know, but they had their family. They were happy, and they did without a lot. And it was just, when I thought about people panicking when they lost their jobs and they had to do without this and do without that, I think watching the Waltons should have been something that they had to do. They had to watch the Waltons. I think you can learn a lot by watching that program. Yeah, I love that program. You have the DVD series. Yeah, Little House and Dr. Quinn. I didn't watch Dr. Quinn all that much, but I watched the other two all the time. And the other older type shows. They're all recorded. They're all on, you know, sometimes I just sit down and binge watch them. They're on in the background while I'm doing other things. Such great messages on life. Yes, the Waltons. Great. Yes. I think it should be required watching for everyone. See, dumpster divers on YouTube are scoring big. My son's at Kohl's marking down clearance to 85 off. Ooh. Does he work at Kohl's? Yeah, that's a good sale for sure. They always have good sales. Why anybody would go in Kohl's and pay regular price, I don't know, because if you just wait a couple weeks, it'll be on sale. Bumblebee, you have plenty of inventory? Good. Because this could be your show. I'm telling you. I could throw away a lot of my old inventory and just go with your boxes, I think. You don't have a Kohl's near you, Lily? Yep. Dexter, I'm coming. I'm going to have to go feed my dog. He has a piercing bark. Just before I came on, I put my chickens back into their safe yard. They've been out in the big yard all day. I noticed they were over in the sun, laying out with their wings spread out, sunning themselves. We may all have to shop at Bumblebee's hive. Yeah. Oh. Yes, she gets good stuff. Okay, I'm going to close for now, and I will go watch Nick and Andrea, who's also on. They're on at 3 my time, 3 o'clock. But they always go over their hour, so I never get to watch them. So I watch them after I'm done here. So I'll say bye for now, and I will be back Wednesday for sure, if not before, with some recorded thing. So bye, and thanks for coming. Bye.